Okay, so after some trouble with my flight controls, I could finally manage it without big problems. And yeah, we are going to taxi to the starting point on at the runway holding point. So the park brake is released and we go on. So this marking is the edge of the runway, and we will have a short hold to look whether everything is okay, do our final settings inside the aircraft, which means we will switch on the landing lights, we will turn on the position transmitter called transponder to altitude reporting, and yeah, have a short look for all instruments. Barometric pressure is set. Everything is normal. Least takeoff trim is set. Okay, so this is the moment where we can move to the starting position. Beautiful sunrise. Okay, so sit into the cockpit and then we're gonna have a short look for the plan, just to remember. Oh, we start and do a huge. We start with a right turn, do a huge left circle around the city, and yeah, I would say here we go. Break. We will. I will cut this scene because I have forgotten to start the flight recorder, and for later scenes probably I need some replay. So we will start over from the takeoff point. Just do a little backtrack and re-enter the position where we've been. Only this time we start our recording software, which should have been running also already. Anyway, here we go. Here it is. Yes, I want to. I have to name the flight, which is done, and hit the save button, and the rest is working anyway. So once more, here we go. And 80 knots. Wow, yes. Positive climb, gear up. And do the right turn. Like this. Oh, so beautiful. So we have reached the western end of the city, and yeah, now we do our left turn. And once more the left turn. Okay. Some snow on the mountains. And the town from the other side. Looking nearly from the north to the south. Between the mountains. Yeah. Small river here. This looks like some industrial area or bigger companies. And we turn once more to the left to fly over the airport and then head more or less to the south to hit the border. So the main road, one of the main roads, and somewhere over here should be the airport. Just a second. There it is. Hoppa, sorry. Here's the airport, where we just started. Okay, we are pretty fast. I guess we climb a little bit. Maybe 4,000 feet for the beginning should be fine. And yeah, the chart says we will have heading 158 roundabout. I'm a little bit confused. GPS is fine, but my compass isn't. Whoppa. Track 146. Okay, we have to have a look for the mountains here. It's I'm a little bit yeah. Something is strange here. Okay. Well, let's have the autopilot work. Maybe have it for 4,000 feet and set it to the heading. Now the strange thing is, this heading bug should be over here. And thanks. Yeah, we will follow, or may follow the route. We fly over here. This is the next point, at the very closest point to the border. This is a short 6 miles part. We don't want to meet the Argentina airspace. Okay, I have to do some adjustments to the engine. Okay. So we have 4,000 feet and it stops climbing. Now we will set the engine for cruise. We will lower the throttle and we will lower the RPM like this, and this may be off. Beacon nav remains on. Fuel pump may be off. Okay. So from what I see on the second monitor, nah. Yeah, we are a little bit to the left of our course, but that's not that bad. We'll leave it. Main thing is we will have to climb for this mountains. So we will have a look, maybe 5,500. 5,500 up. And okay, maybe we can have a small look around. So yeah. This will be interesting because we shouldn't be in the clouds, but we should be over the mountains. Worst case, we will have to follow this direction, which will bring us to the Argentinian airspace. I don't like this. Maybe we find a way here. We'll zoom in a little bit and hope for the best. It shouldn't be the plan to hope for something. But for now it could be okay. 5,200. We'll get in mind. Yeah, I don't like and also should stop climbing. No. 5,200 could have been better. Well, okay, I guess it's yeah, we'll fly around this tip. We have 5,300, which is it's okay. Yeah, maybe we can adjust our seat a little bit to have a better view to the outside. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so we take the luxury of the simulator and jump into the drone and have a look for what we are doing. Like this. Okay, and just playing a little bit with the camera. And the result should be a flyby. I hope I get it managed. And 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, come on. Okay, better do have a look sometimes. Yeah, and here you may see the closest point to the airspace, which is, I try to follow this valley, so we avoid crossing the Argentinian airspace here. Yes, in such areas the airplane may shake a little bit from the thermic, I don't know the English word, from the different upstreams of the air. Okay, so a little bit to the right. More to the right. Come on. Yes. But not too much. Okay, if you have a close look, you may discover a small line here which represents the Z heading. And here we are pretty close to the mountains. You may see it like this. Okay. So and this very tops of the mountains may be Argentinian terrain. You could see it in the chart. Here we are. So this is the next next tops of the mountains, and we are in the valley. And this is the edge of the Argentinian airspace. Okay, but when we leave this valley, we may have a small turn to the left again. And here we can see, okay, the danger is past. Maybe we could have some airspaces. Yeah, they are in. No. But we should pay attention for the area. Switch off the autopilot and turn. Otherwise you will see no area at all. So there should be a river, and to the 90 degrees to the left we should see the lake. There it is. This is where we want to go. And also we may descend a little bit. It's a little bit difficult to get the position to just see enough over the panel, over the glare shield, but not being too high to have a nice view out of the window. This should be okay. So we will fly over. Maybe you can see from the outside this small, more or less a village, I think. But it's Puerto Ingeniero Ibanez, and there should be a small airstrip or airfield as well. There you can see. Okay. Here it is in the instrument. We could be a landing spot for us, but we will continue. Well, let's say we aim for, what should it be, 3,000 feet to fly the lake. Maybe we could take it down here and get the control back to the autopilot. Just have the heading set. You can see in the instrument here the small line. It disappears after some seconds. But after all, there it is, and I say autopilot on, and we could, what? Okay, oh come on. Arm for 3000, and I say vertical speed 1000 feet per minute. So in 1 minute and 20 seconds we will reach our target altitude. Reduce a little bit the throttle, otherwise we will be too fast. And it could be a little bit more to the left even. And give me the heading. we have our 3000 feet. And we may have a short look again on the chart where we are coming from. Now we are heading to this small part where this peninsula or island is, and then we have a hard turn to the right and follow for 27 miles this lake. Maybe we can get this a little bit more over here to... Yeah, this is the plan. Jump outside. And this... oh, it's a beautiful area. So we have to take a little care, because all this water you can see is already Argentina. So this is why we start to turn to the right. Just a little bit. Yes, and as we can see, it's a pretty big lake. Okay, so our plan is to have a heading of 226, which is about 90 degrees to our current one. Well, let's start with 210 and look what happens. So this is the long edge of the sea, of the lake. And we should change a little bit more our course. Like this. You could see in the instrument. This is good. Yeah. So from what I could find out, this should be the Lago General Carrera, which we are flying over. And I think it's one of the biggest lakes in entire Chile. Maybe one of my viewers has been here before, and I hope there's some area to be recognized. Okay, it's basic scenery from Microsoft Flight Simulator, so there's nothing bought here or nothing specially installed. This is the world as I see it when I buy this program. And I think this is pretty good. I'm really satisfied. One of the main reasons why I stay with Microsoft Flight Simulator, the quality of the entire world. Yeah. So here we could see this is the plan still, and we will cross this small island which we may see on the main screen. Here it is. Yeah. Maybe we are heading a little bit too far to the left. Maybe it's coming from the wind. It's four knots from the right. We'll have a little adjustment on our heading, like this. Not very much, only a little. This is good. I have a look for the mixture adjustment. You can see at this gauge it's engine exhaust gas temperature, and rises when I lean, and it's too lean now, it falls again. So we go to the peak and take it more rich for 2 lines, which should be 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, like this. It's not the luxury that you have in a car, that everything is managed electronically. Fuel management is manual work, and such airplanes, you have to do it according the environmental conditions and mainly according your flight altitude. Because in higher altitudes you have not so much air, and this is normally aspirated engine, it's not turbocharged. Yeah, now we fly exactly over the small island, like it is planned. Here we are. Yippee-yay! And I guess after this mountain edge, turn to the right, and there should be the airport, or either this one or this one. We will find out. Still a little bit to the left of our intended course. We will zoom in a little and readjust our heading. So the airport we see over there is the airport of Fachinal, which is not our target, our destination. We will continue to pass an airport here over there. Yeah, is this edge of the mountain, and our target airport is called Airport Puerto Sanchez, which is pretty small. We have only 2,400 feet, but we have a small aircraft, nearly as small as possible, and this should be manageable as well. So here we go, and there we want to land. And we will land directly in on the 3.31 or 30. This is a beautiful place in the world, I think. Really nice. Maybe we could have a view on this small airstrip. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. It's even a pavement. But we will change our course a little bit to the right anyway. Here we go. And for a better approach, we are going to descend to 2,000 feet. Like this, and we arm, and we say nose down. It's 500 feet. And take out a little bit the throttle, that we don't become too fast. By the way, the black one is the throttle, and the blue one is for the pitch of the propeller, and the red one is for the mixture of the engine fuel and air. Okay, we will have a last view on the chart. This is the situation, and we will turn over here at the tip of the on the shoreline here, and then we will directly land. Okay, so here we go. I will disconnect the autopilot, which is off now. Yeah. And now we fly it manually. Okay, at this moment we can see the airport and one small line which represents the direct heading of the runway. So this is very helpful if you zoom in, and I know when I get this line I'm pretty much clear to be on the very right course to land. Okay. So we are a little bit deep. I wanted to be at 2,000 feet here. And now I have to adjust my seat. Yeah, okay. So, landing lights. Okay. And you see the direction of the runway. Oh, what a beautiful scenery here. So nice. Thank you for the idea to come here to fly a little bit. Okay, now I reduce speed to get out my landing gear. And may have look from the outside for this. So, extending the landing gear. Wah! Sorry, hopefully it works. Now it should come out. Yes, there it is. Okay. And I could also switch on my taxi light. So we have full lighting when we come into the airport. Never is wrong to be seen. Okay, I reduce the speed a little bit. Of course, I'm not familiar with the entire scenery here at the airport and where exactly it will be. I have to fly a little bit according to my instrument. I haven't been here before. 680 feet is the elevation of the airfield, and we'll have a look for 1680 feet for the approach phase. Uh, 1800. Short look on the map. Here we see we are nearly in the final phase. One 680. This should be my point where I turn towards the strip. I have to admit I must look here. Oh no, I'm still not in the direction of the... Okay. So it appears here's the snow. Wow, okay. Okay, we have the 7th of June. So from the seasons, from the yearly seasons, this should be like 7th of December in the northern hemisphere. So where is it? Apparently I'm already too far outside. I guess I have to fly a circle just to get a spot on the runway, because I can't see it. Oh, it appears like here's something's coming. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I have to pass this small wood. Okay. So, prepare for landing. Okay, and flaps 1. Flaps 2. And there it is. Yes. But don't crash before here. You know, if we are going too deep, we will hit the edge here. This is not good. We divert a little bit to the left, and now when we pass here, we will turn back. It's better to maintain a little bit safety margin. Yeah, like this. Ooh, this is a small one. Okay, so flaps full. And we will reduce our approach speed. Ooh. "65 to 70 knots appears good." Okay. Wind is 3 knots from the left. Hoppa. 2 knots from the left, 4 from the front. This is good for the landing. Okay. Ooh. And maneuver brake. Okay, this was nice. And here we are. Pretty nice. I guess we just leave this strip to the left and park in the snow. Like this. And here we are. Wow, this was nice. I guess I will set up another flight here in the area. Maybe flying back another road. Okay, have a small look around. Just switch off the strong lights. Leave the engine running, otherwise we will lose our heater. Okie dokie. So we take our drone camera and reset it. Okie dokie. So now we can start looking where we are and what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe a helicopter flight would be nice here. So beautiful, this area. Yeah, okay. So I guess I end this flight here and set up another one somewhere in the vicinity. Maybe flying back. We will see. See you soon. Thank you for watching. And yeah, this is the way. Okay, see you. Bye.